I'm a makeup artist. In a very roundabout way, I studied beauty therapy here in Galway about 10 years ago, and from there I opened up my own beauty salon. I loved it. I was working in a room at the time it was the Ryan Hotel on Dublin Road in Galway, and I had the salon there for about 4 years, and personal issues got in the way, so I ended up closing the salon, and I was at a loose end, so I took a job in a factory and I was there for a year. It wasn't the kind of thing I liked, because I liked dealing with people and I always missed the beauty work. So I was trying to decide, where am I going to go with this? Where am I going to take it from here? How can I kind of get my foot in the door, say, of working on photo shoots, because it can be kind of difficult. And in a roundabout way, I took a course in GTI in a fashion, a level 5 fashion management course. And it happened that through that I was called, because I had a makeup artistry and that, because I was a beauty therapist, would I like to do a photo shoot in a Galway magazine with fashionista Delilah. She's here in Galway. So I went and I done the fashion shoot with her. And from there, my name kind of got passed on to Pierce and Abu Media, and an opportunity came my way to help out on set. No, you got no fee for it. You're just basically there to help the makeup artist to run around, and learn a little bit on the day. So that's what happened. I ended up working on a set on a Vikings documentary with a makeup artist, and I loved it. It was great. It was the special effects and makeup, which is the area that I really liked, to make the blood, to make the wounds. And even though I had no formal training in that, I done a lot of research on it, and I learned ways on how to make wounds basically out of everyday items in the house, from pasta sauce to jelly. It was, it's like a light bulb moment. So I worked kind of hard on that for 3 days, and I kind of outlasted the other girls that came along. There was a few other girls that came with me as well, and they got bored with it after the first day, and I thought, well, this is a way of kind of getting somewhere. So I stayed and I lasted 3 days, and then he asked me would I like to work on set again. There was a few other documentaries coming up, and I said, yeah, absolutely, I'd love it. And I was called about a month later, and he asked me to be chief makeup artist, but it was all the special effects, and I kind of panicked at the time, thinking, I didn't really have a formal training. What am I going to do? But I was a makeup artist, so I knew, the steps that I had to take, and I had a quick word with a friend of mine. So, like that again, I'd done a load of research, and yeah, I worked on that set, and I done that documentary, and then that led on to another kind of short movie. But there are specific courses that would be advisable for anyone to take. GTI here in Galway run a fantastic makeup artistry and special effects course. It's for a year, and that qualifies you. You have your certification out of it at the end. Plus you get your work experience. They send you on a month's work experience, or you get a lot of work experience through that. On a daily basis, in the past I would have got a call, say maybe to go on a photo shoot, which would be very different, say, to working on a movie set. It's all the pretty makeup, it's working with the models, doing the makeup for those, and then you might have anything for 2 or 3 days, and then you might get another call again to go and say maybe another photo shoot. There's lots of different things, makeup artistry for weddings. There's a lot out there. You're not, with makeup and makeup artistry, say, and special effects, you're not kind of just lumped into one area. It's up to you to make the decisions on where you want to go. You can sit down at home and you can say, well, I'm just going to work from home. I'm just going to, do weddings, or I'm just going to wait for someone to knock on my door. Or you can go out and say, are you looking for somebody to assist? You can take it on to whatever level you want to do it yourself. And that's the beauty about having a career in, say, makeup artistry. You could be working for somebody one day that's doing a photo shoot in a hotel and they need models made up, just to show the rooms. You could be working another day for a magazine, helping out the makeup artist there. You could be called to do makeup for, say, a fashion show or anything like that. If you get your name out there and put in the hard work, it's different. It's very different. It's not just stuck in one area or stuck just in a beauty salon, say, do makeup every day. Well, obviously, first I would say you need a flair. It needs to be something that you actually, you really want to do and you love it. If you're the kind of girl that their friends call for makeup advice, as you're growing up and as you're in your teenage years, or if you really love doing makeup for your friends. So the first thing I would say is to have a natural talent for it. The second thing I would say is that you need to do a course in it. Without doing a course, you need to know, you have to have the proper guidance. You need to know what makeup suits different people's different skin tones, what makeup suits different eye shapes and everything else. So you need to do a course in makeup artistry. And as I said, the one that I know of, the GTI, does run a very good makeup course, and they do a very good special effects course as well. If you want to go down the line of special effects, it's very specific. And special effects, well, I learned by chance and by myself, but it's something that you really need to get a good grounding in and a good basis in. And to be a people's person, you need to enjoy working with people, and you need to be able to work with very different people. You learn sometimes that what you might think is great, somebody else might think is totally horrible, and they will tell you as well. So you need to be able to take criticism also for your work. You need to be able to, to have the skills to be able to say, well, that's okay. To be positive in yourself and to, meeting different people and seeing different people and what they like. I love dealing with people. I love bringing new ideas to people as well. Somebody might be fearful of trying something new, and then you say to them, well, we can try something different, and show them, and it's like, oh, it's fantastic. And getting feedback, when somebody turns around and says, oh my God, I look amazing and I feel brilliant because of what you showed me, that's the satisfaction that you get out of it. That's what's wonderful, and that's what I love about it. I guess it's the big companies, if you're private working on your own and trying to freelance out there, say with magazines or TV or anything like that, it can be very difficult because there's a lot of makeup artists that have been in the business for a long time, and trying to get yourself into that little niche can be very hard. But as I said, if you remain focused and you're determined and you have the ability to see, that there is, okay, I can get in there now. If work as their understudy, work as the girl that runs around just fetching the brushes, or, be told what to do and when to do it. But if you have that in mind, and if you're determined to kind of work through that and stay focused and do that, you'd be surprised how fast you can get your foot in the door.